Hey, can we talk about how bullshit it is reporting? Well, it's not bullshit to report. It's bullshit. The bullshit part is the expectations a lot of people have of the victims and the perpetrators. Let me explain. It feels like if you go to a police station and you are reporting that you were raped, it feels like they expect all victims to be something like this. Hello, officer. I have some disturbing news that I need to bring to your attention. All right, what is it? I was raped. Oh my goodness, are you sure? What were you wearing? I was covered head to toe in fabric. Not 1 ounce of me was showing at all. Okay, can you tell me what this guy looked like? Oh, absolutely. I remember every detail perfectly. And I can explain it and communicate it in a way that is logical and rational. And I can just give you all the facts. He looked exactly like you'd expect him to look. He was a big, scary guy that grabbed me from the alleyway while I was walking home at night. Why were you walking home at night alone? Because insert valid reason. Okay, sure. But still, you were kind of asking for it. Sure, okay, but, also, he was really scary, and I have his DNA. I have his DNA, I have my clothes from that night, and I also have a strand of his hair that I had the good forethought to pluck before he finished. All right, let me look this all over and I'll get back to you. Here's a case number. Let's see here. Okay, let's bring this guy in. In walks a guy who fits the description exactly and has absolutely no social skills whatsoever and is incapable of manipulating people because he is so mentally gone. Like, that feels like it's the expectation. Like, you want us to walk into the police station and you want us to tell you in exact detail with no emotion, just the facts, what happened, who this guy was. I'm sorry, that's not realistic. I mean, for me, personally, when I was being raped and abused, I was personally floating up in the ceiling. Yeah, I know. I wasn't even in my body during it. I don't remember every single detail, and that's okay. A lot of the things that I do remember, though, are the terror, the fear. A lot of other stuff it's really blurry, and that just kind of comes with the territory. It's really messed up. And we need to be better about talking to survivors and victims and believing them, and also asking better questions. Stop asking, what were you wearing? Were you asking for it? Did you know this guy? Did you lead him on? And then can we also stop believing the guy that walks in, the guy or girl or woman or NB or whoever, because literally, this shit doesn't have gender, okay? Guys can be rapists, women can be rapists, non-binary people can be rapists. And you know what else? Everyone can be a victim. Men can be victims, women can be victims, non-binary people can be victims, and literally anything in between, all that, okay? So can we stop believing the people that walk in, very put together, clean cut, like, no, officer, I would never rape anyone. She was totally consenting, or he was totally, or they were totally consenting. I didn't know they were uncomfortable. I would never, I'm a volunteer in the community, and I help people in need, and I'm such a good person. Do you want to go, grab a beer or something later? Yeah. Can we stop believing those people? Or at least stop believing them right off the bat. We need to treat everything with skepticism. And it feels like we don't. It feels like we're just really ready to believe that this really scary, horrible thing didn't happen. That's just easier. It's more convenient. Stop. Take everything with skepticism. Clean-cut guy walks in, it's like, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. No, ask for an alibi. Ask for details, interview people, take this seriously. Whew. you know? Also, we got to come up with better ways to assess whether or not a victim is telling the truth or not, because my God, yeah, that's another issue. People do make this shit up, and it's not right, and it's not okay. I'm not saying automatically believe everyone who comes in saying these things, but I'm also not saying don't believe them. What I'm saying is come at everything with a level of appropriate skepticism. Ask appropriate questions. Again, no more of this, what were you wearing? Were you asking for it? Did you say yes? Blah, 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 blah. No more of that. No. Here's the other thing. I don't have the answers to fix this problem, but we need to start talking about it because, you know, we probably need like people in law enforcement and psychologists and I don't know, scientists, people who know more about the brain and like how our brain responds to trauma. And we need these people to be in on this and figuring out, okay, how can we get to the bottom of these claims? How can we get to the bottom of what's happening? How can we hold these abusers accountable instead of just these outdated, what were you wearing? So, there's my rant for the day. Okay, bye.